Shalom, this is Sharban Shrella of the Lions Den Camp, located here in Jacksonville, Florida. First and foremost, I would like to all praise and honor and glory to the Father and the Son and the proper true return. Ka Olam La, Yahweh, Bashim Shai, Bashim, Harabaka Kodash Ma'amoth. Also, double honor to the elders of Apostle GMS. Double honor to my elders as well. Harwan Bashrella. Peace and blessing to 1/3. And citations to those for elect. It's going to be a quick little lesson going on Yahawashi being the bondsman, he has the power to free and to bond, Ultimately, who is to be freed and who is to be bond? Of course, who is to be bond is the wicked, and who is to be freed is the righteous, to keep it simple. But of course, for 1/3 of his, 1/3 remnant of the nation of Israel, and of course his elect, his friends, his brothers, Yahawashi being our king. All right. It says, I'm going to start at verse Ephesians chapter 6, start at verse 18. No, Slakia. Start at verse 10. It says, finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of Yahweh, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. That those high places being, of course, Esau, the Caucasian race, they literally economically and spiritually bind our people, to where they think money or this military or this the religion system here in Babylon is the only way you can get it out of this place. We recently had a brother. A young brother come up to the, well, I say young, but we all did. Anyways, cool, a cool dude. He was youthful. He probably like 40 though, but he was youthful though. Nonetheless, the main thing is hopefully he wake up. He can be the hopeful elect. Be 1/3. That's what we need. We need ultimately the hopeful elect. So nonetheless, the main thing is if you come into knowledge of this wisdom, knowledge, understanding, if you come into knowledge of this truth, at least, because you understand, you're gonna do it. But if you come into if you see what's going on here, and you know that the economic collapse is going to happen, that thermonuclear destruction is imminent to this place Babylon. What are you to do? You are to follow the Lord Yahweh Shemashai. You are to rehearse the righteous acts. We got to be copying Yahawashi, like word for word. Everything he do, we supposed to be doing. We don't want to go outside of that outside of that mirror, because we want to be the mirror for Yahawashi, right? So the main thing is to be on the side where Yahawashi was and his disciples, ultimately on the street corners, highways and byways, just like he prophesied 2,000 years ago, man. So that's the main thing you do. He may feel comfortable, not to go against him or anything like that. The dude, I mean, but he may feel comfortable a little bit not to do that, So, but ultimately we need the whole for elect. So that's the main thing. We need people to come out and do the same thing that the Lord's men are doing. All right. It says, verse 13, wherefore take unto you the whole armor of Yahweh, that ye may be able to withstand in an evil day, and having done all to stand. Stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, having on the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod with preparation of the gospel of peace. All right, we're teaching peace and righteousness. That's ultimately what we want in this place. We don't want nothing else. We want peace and righteousness to reign supreme across the whole universe. So we have nothing. We have nothing of that. Nothing of that sort. The earth is perishing. All right, and this world is wicked, and that's because of one person. All right, that's because of Esau, the devil. Verse 15 says, "In your feet shod with verse 16, above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked, and take the helmet of salvation and the sword of spirit, which is the word of Yahweh." All right, so those are top 3 things. Those are top 3 weapons that the Lord has. is faith. That's what we have. It's faith. So we have faith in Yahweh by Shema side. To where our faith, we have never even seen Yahweh, but we know that He's coming. 100% fact. He's coming down. He's going to save His people. That's not to be anywhere doubted. He controls everything that is happening on this earth. So why should we think otherwise? All right. Do you not think He can save us like right now? He can save us right now. But we have a story to be told. He has a story that's already been written, and it's being written carefully through, of course, his wicked, the wicked on the left hand side, and he has his righteous that he want to save. It showed them how to love Him, showed them how to be faithful, and to have and ultimately deserve and get the reward of salvation. You know, because this is a blessing to have this truth and knowledge and understanding. But salvation is a reward. All right. And we use faith, we use the Spirit to discern and slice these demons, slice everyone that comes against us. It says, praying always with all prayer and supplication in spirit, and watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplications for all saints. It says, and for me that utterance may be given unto me, that I may open my mouth boldly to make known the mystery of the gospel. All right. And then just real quick, just side note, not to get off point, but it says the mystery of the gospel. Yeah. Jake always say, what's the gospel? The more so there's more mysterious things in the scriptures. Ultimately we want to be the Jacob is the Esau is the end, and Jacob is the beginning. We want to be the beginning. We want the salvation ultimately. But it's parables, and it's strong meats that you gotta solve and stuff. So our people don't even know that the gospel is the easy stuff. I mean, the gospel is not just the easy stuff. It can be the mystery, and them not knowing is just it's showing the power of the Lord. The Lord is only give knowledge, wisdom, understanding to His people. Otherwise, they're not going to get it. All right. Verse 20 says, for which I am an ambassador in bonds, that there I may speak boldly as I ought to speak. All right. Yeah, shoot. We're ambassadors. Ultimately, the Yahawashi is the main guy. He's the one that owned the prison. All right. He's the one that owns the prison. So guess what? If your name is on the list, you're going to be in this prison, which is ultimately what this is going to be turned to, hell, a low condition. This is what we already in there, But this place, hell, is going to be turned into a lake of fire. All right, this place is going to be through thermonuclear destruction, 200 million ICBMs. This is what the Lord speaks about in Revelations. So knowing that this is a physical thing that's going to come to pass, not no rapture that you gotta what you call it, a rapture that you gotta be aware about. No, it's not. You're not finna. God not finna come when you want him to. He gonna come when you least expect it, like a thief in the night. When everyone is drinking and marrying, that's when he's gonna come. All right. That's why he said in his prophets, the ambassadors of these bonds, man. We telling our people that hey, the Lord's gonna come. Is coming. So and you're gonna get a righteous judgment or an unrighteous judgment. Which one you want? I'm going with a righteous judgment because I'm trying to get salvation. If you want an unrighteous judgment, go ahead and get it. We're just telling y'all. We only have the keys to wake up your spirit with a mouthpiece of Yahweh Bashim Shai. But ultimately, Yahweh Bashim Shai, ultimately Yahweh Shai is gonna come down. He's gonna show you who's king, who's kicking butt. Verse 19. This is Matthew chapter 16:19. Says, I will give unto thee the keys of heaven. I will give unto thee the keys of the kingdom of heaven, and whatsoever thou shalt bind on earth shall be bound in heaven, and whatsoever thou shalt loose on earth shall be loosed in heaven. All right. Ultimately, the Lord is freeing His servants, and He has to bind. He has to bind these kings with fetters of iron. That's what mean the kingdom. Shoot, Esau has ran amok long enough. when it's time for him to come back, ultimately get his 1,000 years of slavery, that's when he gonna be bound and nothing can set him loose. After that, he's gonna be eradicated because he's wicked. He's like freaking he's like a weapon. You can't make a gun into something nice. It's still a gun, man. It still was originally made to, what you call it, to shoot, you know. But for our people, we have these spiritual chains of darkness, where we can't push righteousness and peace how we want to. We're ultimately priests right now. We're prophets, but the Lord can make us judges and priests, because we're able to see what stuff that's coming before through the power of Yahawashi Shai. We're also able to judge righteously, Lord, righteously in the nation. Once we given a actual a new body where we don't have no sin, and that's what we need. We need righteousness to reign supreme, and we need that gift given to us by Yahawashi Shai. All right, we need to be in the kingdom. We need this. We need the reward, because this place is wicked. This is Philippians chapter 2 verse 10. It says that at the name of Yahawashi, every knee should bow, of things in heaven and things in earth and things under the earth. All right. So simple as that. Every knee should bow to the name of Yahawashi. All right. I keep going. All right, shoot. It says in verse 11, it says, "In every tongue shall confess that Yahawashi Mashiach is Lord, to the glory of Yahweh the Father. Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. For it is Yahweh which worketh in you both to will and to do his good pleasure, to all things without murmurs and disputings." Well, that's the main thing, though. The main thing was well, shoot, fear and trembling that does work for this thing. We wait for the bondsman. We waiting to be freed. We wait for Yahawashi. He has the keys to life and death. That's one I forget. He has keys to life and death, man. So we should be waiting for him to free us, to free his servants. Arizona part of that number. All right. Yeah, and ultimately everyone. So 2/3 heathen, they're gonna have to bow to it. If Esau don't, guess what? They done. They're gonna have 1,000 years of that. They probably something gonna try to say it. They probably not gonna be able to say it, man. And if they do, shoot, that's too early for you. Look, snatch their mouth off, throw it away. Cause you don't need to say that. I ain't gonna help you at all, man. That's for us. Try to tell you. But yeah, nonetheless, the name Yahawashi is gonna be everyone gonna bow to that name, man. Because he's coming back. He's coming back as the big bad, guy, the big bad wolf. Yeah, you think the wolf not good, but ultimately the wolf was the main focal point of the story. Hey, he seen bad, but he showed the little piggies that, hey, you need a strong foundation, man. And guess what? Yahweh Mashiach is allowing us to get a strong salvation, which is him. So we don't gotta get gobbled up, so we don't gotta get destroyed. This is John chapter 8 verse 36. It says, if the Son therefore shall make you free, you shall be free indeed. And just going back to the main points, the main point. Yahawashi is gonna make us free. He's the bondsman. He will bind who need to bind. Like Esau and these heathens. All right. 2/3 of people they're gonna be bound to destruction on this place. They're gonna come back in the kingdom. After a long period of time, after the period of time where they need to come back because of their wickedness. But the Lord gonna make sure they feel every inch of this, every freaking centimeter, everything that needs to happen to them, they gonna feel it, man. Cause Jacob's trouble, you gonna have you gonna have the seed coming in. So ultimately, it's gonna be two there are people they gonna be willing to get that when you just like Bishop was saying at camp. You'll tell someone about the MOTB, they might be interested in it. No, no, no. I can see Esau saying that because that's his sword. But talking to a Jake and you like, oh, that's kind of cool. Yada, that's if you would have say you're talking to like one person, only one person probably gonna hear you. The other 10 they gonna be like, oh, it don't sound that bad. They don't gotta worry about my car bill. What? Oh my God! The worst thing you gotta worry about your car bill. You in for a rude awakening. The Lord is not coming to destroy your car. He's coming to destroy this place. He's coming to destroy Babylon. All right. So, you and your car are gonna be you're gonna be together. They're gonna ball you up, man. So, nonetheless, man, we just want to be free, not be bound, because we ultimately bound, man. But the thing within this boundment, within this bondment, we have to do the two things. Just keep working, do what we need to do here, but ultimately work for the Lord, Yahawashi Shai, and He gonna give what He promised, the keys of life and death. He gonna give us salvation. All right. So, if the Son therefore shall make you free, you shall be free indeed. All right. Um. So with that, man, I'm in the lesson, man. Lord willing, that was an edifying little lesson. And with that, I'll say shalom.